Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live, somebody. Let's go.
Good afternoon, everybody. Oh my Lord, what's going on here? Hold on. Let me do this again. What the heck? I'll be right back.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live, somebody. Let's go.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there, enjoying your day, making it positive, making it everything you need it, and more. We got some breaking news for you guys. Actually, this is some surprising stuff. So you guys are getting it right now, fresh, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Somewhat. Actually, this kind of broke while I was covering the other story that we were talking about earlier today, or just a little bit ago. I told you I'd be coming in with you guys with the heat today, with some information, some stories today. And this one broke while we were live. Okay. And it's another situation where we don't know what's going on. Another unsolved mystery, if you will. So we got to get into this. We got to talk about this. Okay. And this is, yeah, man. Yeah. This is surprising stuff, y'all. As CJS Mandy just said, this is big. This is big. News. Exactly. This is big news. This is big news. It's big news, guys. This is a very big deal, and very, very, very sad and surprising all at the same time. Okay, so we got to talk about this. Had some other things planned, but the news keeps newsing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give you guys this information really, really quick. So do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Send it past 300 likes as you guys start to file in. That would really, really mean a lot to me. Okay. This is breaking as of the past hour. Some breaking news about this tragic story, and we got to get into it. So also do not forget to hit that subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated as well. Okay. Hit that notification bell, hit that join button, become a part of the family membership. That would be greatly appreciated. Keeps these lights on, so on and so forth. We got to get into some things, guys. We got into some things, and yeah, it's this is a tragic story, y'all. This is very, very sad. And you see the title down below, so you get the general idea of what we're talking about here. And it's still extremely, extremely shocking. But let's get into it. See the title here: technology mogul and dad dubbed Crazy Bob, who founded CashApp, was attacked multiple times in the early morning hours, extending a business trip that he was having in San Francisco. This is tragic, and the wild thing is that we may not know why this all went down, how this all went down, unless law enforcement digs and finds information. But there's some thoughts I have about this. There's some thoughts I have about this whole thing. But right now, San Francisco PD does not have anything right now. They have no info. There's nothing that they have right now leading them to create any sort of arrests and bring justice for this man and for his family. It's pretty wild, okay? But let's take a look at this. It's strange. Kerry Lopez says That's suspicious. Yeah, it's sus. It's hella sus. But at the same time, but I got things to say about it. It is sus. But maybe San Francisco PD hasn't fully looked into everything as of yet. I mean, it's still very brand new. Okay. It's still very, very, very brand new. So let's take a look at this. In Silver Blue, yeah, it's big on news, right? As CJS said earlier. Okay. And the news always keeps newsing. Okay. But let's get into this, guys. And you know what? My thoughts and prayers go out to his family. This is terrible news. You know, and Cash App, let's keep it real. Cash App is dope. You see, I love Cash App. I love me some Cash App. Okay. I use it on this show. I use it for other things as well. We use Cash App a lot. So to find out about this is very, very, very sad news. You know what I'm saying? But a quick left turn, you know. Thank you to Medusa for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. I appreciate the support. And just like Medusa, you're going to hit that join button down below and become a part of the family, okay? Of the family membership. So thank you, Medusa. I appreciate that. So you just refreshed. But still, no matter what, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And you got a new phone. Congratulations. Yay. New phone for you. Look at you with the new phone and stuff. Zanita just said, before we get into everything, thank you so much for the comment on Facebook. She said, the Bay is a whole different breed when it comes to crime. SFPD will do their best to pull every camera. Yep. I was just about to say all this stuff. I was going to read the story first and then get into it. But okay. Jump the gun. That's fine. I'm kidding. Pull every camera and talk to any and all witnesses. But people being those two things is an unfortunate norm out here. Yeah, it's an unfortunate norm out everywhere, right? We talk about these things ad nauseum, to be completely real. We talk about these things a lot where we see people getting hurt out here. Okay. We just talked about 3 teens being found discarded on the side of side of the road, like they were trash, like they were just nothing. Both or all of them receiving gunshot wounds, right? Suffering from gunshot wounds, right? So this thing, it's just becoming a norm. It is a norm. Absolutely. Real quick, Maura Kelly, thank you so much for the 2. It seems it's just like Shanquella. I wonder how it seems like Shanquella, this one here, this story here. Is that what you mean? That this story is a lot like Shanquella? I don't know. All I know is that this is a huge tech mogul, very, very wealthy man, all that. And I see what you mean by like he was out there on a business trip and now he is gone. So I could see that part. But as far as the wrongdoings of like maybe there was a Cabo 6 type of friends around him, so far they haven't said anything of that sort. But of course, we're going to find out more information. You know what I mean? So let's get into this article, shall we? All right. I appreciate everybody for being here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Of course, don't forget to do all of that ish. That would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Okay. But tech mogul who created Android, who helped create Android and Cash App, has been attacked. He was attacked multiple times. He was knifed multiple times. Let's just say that. Okay. In San Francisco, Bob Lee, 43, young guy, 43, was attacked in the city's plush downtown residential neighborhood, Rincon Hill neighborhood at 2:35 a.m. So he could have been out kicking it, having a few drinks, whatever, hanging out with some friends on his way home and got attacked by some messed up mugger, some monster. He may have been mugged. We don't know, right? But him walking home or walking back to his hotel room at that time of night, says a bunch of things, says some possible things. He could have been walking home from the bar. He could have been walking home from a lady, from meeting up with a lady. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You just never know. But the fact that he was stabbed this many times, it sparks a lot of questions, guys. So police were called to the 300 block of Main Street near the entrance of a high-rise close to the waterfront and found the dad of two suffering from multiple knife wounds. Friends told San Francisco Standard that he had been visiting the area for business and decided to stay an extra day when he was attacked. Twitter and Tesla CEO Elon Musk also commented on the horrific event or incident, asking the San Francisco DA what she is doing to incarcerate repeated violent offenders. Now, the thing is let me just read what he has to say. He said, "Very sorry to hear that. Many people I know have been severely assaulted. Violent crime in San Francisco is horrific, and even if attackers are caught, they are often released immediately." Now, and here's a photo of Bob Lee right here. And of course, another photo of Bob Lee with his kids as well. Continuing on with what Elon Musk said, he said, "Is the city taking stronger action to incarcerate repeat violent offenders, Brooke Jenkins?" And this is what he asked towards San Francisco's DA. Okay. Now let me just say this really quick. One, the only pushback I say about this, because I agree with Elon Musk, and I know that some of y'all might not agree with what I'm gonna say about repeat offenders. But if you have repeat violent offenders continually coming in and out, getting processed and just getting spat back out back into the streets, it's frustrating because people are put in harm's way. You're putting bad, very dangerous people back out in the general innocent public's way. Okay? You're gambling with people's lives. I don't like that. I do not agree with that. Okay? At all. But Elon Musk saying, you incarcerate these repeat violent offenders. What are you doing to stop these evildoers from evil doing, right? How does he know that this is a repeat offender? That's the only thing I would say. Yes, sure, there's violence everywhere, okay? Chaos in every single street, every single city, okay? It's out here. That is obvious. But at the same time, does he know if this is a repeat offender? I'm just saying. We have nothing so far. SFPD has not come out and said, "Oh, it's this person and he did that," and all that. You're making an assumption. And I get it. It's fair to make an assumption, or not. It's fair, but I get that you're going to make your own assumptions, that you're going to make your own speculations. But how do we know if this person really is a repeat offender? I'm just saying. And also, that's the thing too. It was suspicious, not random attack. See what I'm saying? I feel like this is something like this could have been a targeted attack. This may not be a violent offender. Let's let SFPD do their thing and investigate. And right now they have nothing so far. This could have been very personal. So it's interesting that he says that right off the bat. I'm not saying anything. I'm not trying to say anything scandalous here. I'm not trying to allude to Elon Musk being involved in some ish. I ain't saying that at all. I'm just saying it's kind of, I think it's reckless to shoot from the hip with your assumptions like this and say, "Oh, it's a repeat violent offender." How do you know? This could be a targeted attack. You never know. You never know. So former MMA fighter Jake Shields, remember the tech executive as a loyal friend with Musk, responding to his tweet. Shields claimed that Lee was targeted in a random mugging and attack despite being in a good part of the city. So he was targeted in a random mugging and attack. But of course, he was also in a good part of the city. Now, let's be real. Crime can happen anywhere. You could be in the nicest, cleanest, Mayberry freaking type of town, side of town. And we live in a time where danger will come to you. It don't matter. Danger will come to your ass. They don't give danger, don't care. Crime don't care. Okay. And also crime don't pay, kids. Crime don't pay. Let's not forget that. All right. We live in some dangerous times. So no matter what, you could be in the most pristine, most upper crust part of your town or of your city. Crime will find you there, unfortunately. So if this was a random mugging and attack, these people, whoever this person wasn't watching him, may have known who he was. But even myself, I didn't know who he was. I don't know this guy. I know his app. I use his app all the time. But was it targeted? Or was this, because to me, targeted random mugging attack is an oxymoron. You know, this was a targeted random mugging attack. It's not random if it's targeted. And it's not targeted if it's random. So the tech mogul had been living in a $1.8 million apartment in Miami while his wife, Krista, appears to be living in San Francisco. Authorities confirmed that he was rushed to the hospital, but lost his life from injuries in the early hours. Officials have yet to make an arrest, so we don't know who the suspect is. So we don't know if it's a repeat offender or not. So officials have yet to make an arrest, and San Francisco police have yet to release any details of a suspect. In a statement, they said officers rendered aid and summoned medics to the scene. The victim was transported to a local hospital with life-threatening injuries, the police said in a statement. Despite efforts by first responders and medical personnel, the victim succumbed to his injuries. And of course, this is the tweet that he put out, that Elon put out. Very sorry to hear that. Many people I know have been severely assaulted. Violent crime in SF is horrific. And even if attackers are caught, they are often released immediately. Is the city taking stronger action to incarcerate repeat violent offenders? Brooke Jenkins. To me, I just feel like it's a little bit too soon to say anything like that, in my personal opinion. Okay. So he was living in Miami. His wife was living in San Francisco. Another photo of him younger. Lee, who was dubbed as Crazy Bob by friends, was an active investor in numerous companies such as SpaceX, Clubhouse, and Figma. Heartbroken friends and colleagues paid tribute to the tech executive, with Joshua Goldbard saying, "My heart is broken tonight." He added, "Bob was a force of nature, helped to birth Android and CashApp into our world. Moby was his dream, a privacy protecting wallet for the 21st century. I will miss him every day." I wonder what Moby really was, but that's interesting. Another friend added, Bob was a dad, the former CTO of Square, where he created Cash App, and CTO of Mobile Coin. He was a generous, decent human being who didn't deserve to be attacked. Co-founder of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, said, "It's real. Getting calls, heartbreaking. Bob was instrumental to Square and Cash App. STL guy." So Bob was from St. Louis. That's what's up. Bob Lee was from St. Louis. The founder of cryptocurrency and payments firm Mobile Coin had worked with Lee for 2 years, where he served as chief product officer since November 2021. Lee had formerly been chief technology officer, CTO, at Square, which has recently renamed itself to Block when it had developed and launched Square Cash in 2013. Since that time, the brand has grown into Cash App with tens of millions of users in the US and the UK. Prior to that, Lee had worked as a software engineer at Google from 2004 to 2010, sorry, where he helped design the core library for Android. So far this year in the city, there have been 39 M's, which is up 2 from this time last year, as an increase in crime is leaving residents worried. So Democrat Mayor Breed said February she is requesting nearly $30 million in additional funding for the city's police force. So San Francisco Police Department has encountered rising overtime costs for current officers as the force is experiencing a shortage of workers. Between 2021 and 2022, the department saw a 121% increase in total overtime. Wow. Interesting. Now, SPF officials have also been making targeted attempts to address crime in certain pockets in the city, which are prone to incidents, but not that area from what I'm hearing so far. Not that area. Crime, that was a low crime area from what people are saying. So, of course, they're currently experiencing a shortage of 541 officers. Police are urging anyone with information to come forward by calling SPF or SFPD, tip line 415-575-4444. But this is interesting. You know, obviously, let's keep it real. Crime is rising everywhere. Okay? Crime is rising everywhere right now. Okay? And this is it's sad. You know, little Patty said, "Wow, 121% increase. Wow." Exactly. It's massive. That's a massive hike, y'all. Massive hike. This is very unfortunate because you got a young guy, father, going out, doing his thing, going there on a business trip, maybe to go see his kids. I don't know where his kids live. Okay, I don't personally know. But clearly the mother, his wife, lives in San Francisco. He's living in Miami. Clearly there's some sort of I'm sure the kids are with the mom, just only by assumption. But it seems like he wanted to stay a day longer, maybe to spend time with his family and do whatever he needed to do, wrap up some things so that he can head back out to Miami where he lives. And him walking down the street at near 3:00 in the morning could have been anything. But one thing I will say is that we still need to see if there's any type of street cameras, intersections, cameras from other buildings, You know, they all have those things. So I'm wondering if they have that stuff yet, because they say they really don't have anything. They have yet to make any arrests in the connection of this situation. But it does make you wonder, how did this go down? When did this go down? I mean, or like, how did this go down? Was this a targeted attack or was this random? No disrespect to the guy who tweeted, oh, this was a targeted attack. And it was targeted and it was a random, gruesome attack. Random and targeted can't be in the same thing. If he was targeted, he was targeted. If it was random, it was random. It can't be both. That's weird. It's like, man, you know, that water is definitely wet dry. It don't make sense. Either it's wet or there ain't no water. So it's the same thing. You know, you look at this and that doesn't make sense. And I think it's not right, or I don't agree with Elon Musk already saying, immediately shooting from the hip, saying, oh, this was done by a repeat offender. You never know. You never know. They don't know yet. Law enforcement don't know nothing yet. Let them look up any type of camera footage that they have, video footage. Look at those things first. There's got to be some eyewitnesses, maybe. There's got to be. You know, this is unfortunate that this happened to this father. And it sounds like a very smart guy. That, you know, shoot, he's a smart man for creating CashApp. Hey, you know. So this is very unfortunate, guys. Very, very unfortunate. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Get it to 300 likes. That would really, really mean a lot, guys. I'm going to play a little bit of this video here as well, so we can take a look at this. Let's take a listen.
We're learning new details about the stabbing death of a tech executive in San Francisco. Cryptocurrency startup MobileCoin confirms Bob Lee was killed early Tuesday morning. Lee was the founder of CashApp and the chief product officer of MobileCoin. San Francisco police say it happened on Main Street in the city's Rincon Hill neighborhood just after 2:30 in the morning Tuesday. When officers arrived, they found Lee with stab wounds. He was taken to a hospital where we're told he later died. This morning, MobileCoin CEO Joshua Goldbard sent this statement saying, quote, Bob was a force of nature. He helped to birth Android and Cash App into our world. Moby was his dream, a privacy-protecting wallet for the 21st century. I will miss him every day. On Twitter, people are also remembering him using his Crazy Bob Twitter handle. Kyle Zink says, quote, was scheduled to work on MobileCoin with you tomorrow morning at Crazy Bob. You always believed in me. I'll be forever grateful. Now, no arrests.
You know, this whole thing is very, very sad, y'all. This whole thing's very, very sad. Okay. This is not something that should happen to anybody. Shouldn't. They say he was a decent man. It does make you wonder, maybe there's, I don't know. And you know, I don't want to go off the deep end into the world of speculation, but it does make you wonder why this happened, why this went down the way it went down. And then, of course, because we don't know anything, this could have been random or this could have been targeted, but it can't be both. Okay, it can't. It just doesn't make sense. Let me see something here real quick. I'm looking at Medusa said, why kill him and they didn't take anything from him? You know, and I'm wondering if there was anything, you know, anything that was actually taken from his person. And so far, they haven't said really anything. They really haven't. So that is a good question. Yeah, Jamie, that's the other thing too. Why was he walking that late? Why was he out here in these streets at damn near 3 o'clock in the morning? Let me look at that one more time. That detail. Yeah, almost 3 o'clock in the morning. So 2:35 in the morning. on a Tuesday. And in my mind, I keep thinking maybe he went out to have some drinks, kicked it all night. There's many things that could have happened. He could have met up with his wife, spent time with the kids, stayed there late, and then headed back to the hotel or headed back towards where he was going to stay at. Then also the other thing is too, is that from what we read, and let me pull that up again. From what we read, it doesn't really say, at least in this information, it doesn't really say if he was staying at a hotel specifically. We have to put that in there too. I don't see anything about them saying, oh, he was staying at this particular hotel. All we know is that he was attacked in a downtown area of San Francisco. That's all we know. It's a bit interesting, right? Snake Plissken, what's up? Yeah, guy's a multi-millionaire, no security, no driver. Come on. Yeah, a bit weird, right? That is a bit strange. And again, it doesn't say anything about, at least in this article, and I'm going to look at another one here too, but I'm going to go through this one more time just to, speed read through really quick to make sure, because I could have sworn from what I read, does not say anything. I read this whole freaking article. It does not say anything about him. Doesn't say anything about him staying at a hotel. He could have been over there. Remember, his wife lives in San Francisco from what we read in that article. So what are the chances of him actually being down there for other reasons? Or, okay, just to keep it fair, okay, just to keep this even. He could have been down there because he had a hotel that he was staying at, or he was down there for another reason. And that reason could be a million different things. I have to say it like that. But from what we've read so far, they haven't said anything about a hotel that he was actually staying in downtown. Okay? He could have been hanging out with somebody. He could have been hollering at somebody through anything. Could have met somebody out and was about to go meet them. There's a lot of things there's a lot of possibilities, but he was walking down there, and I will say that I was just about to say Campos Tacos. Exactly. People, some billionaires, some people who just have a lot of money, the Axelrod types that are out here, they'll sit there and go, no, I want to go where the people go. Okay? Just like Ariel. I want to go where the people go. Okay? What do you call that thing? The thingamabob? I've got 20. They just want to be out there. You know what I'm saying? And feel normal. So there could be a thing where he was like, I just want to go and take a walk because I feel good. That could very well be it too. Again, the possibilities are endless. We don't know. But how it went down is strange. And then so far, we haven't heard anything about him staying in a hotel. He could have been staying with his wife. He may have been staying down here. We don't know. That's one piece of information that has not put out, they have not put out yet. Matilda, SFPD has no info. People with mega bucks can keep things under wraps. Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. We don't know. We don't know. That could be it too, or that may not be it. You know what I'm saying? It could be any scenario. The solitary one, thank you so much for the comment. It could be any scenario. Let's not forget prominent Atlanta businessman Nathan Millard coming up missing in New Orleans, only to find out he OD'd on fentanyl in a room with sex workers. There we go. That's very true too. Okay. Okay. But anything is possible with this. Okay. And that's true. They That is true. We're not trying to victim blame, not at all. We're just trying to map out the possibilities of what was going on here. Also, it is true. He's not here to speak for himself, but his cell phone could speak for him. The cameras that are out here that are surveilling the areas, the corners and the streets and the sidewalks in which he was walking on could explain everything. There's a lot that we can look at. Eyewitnesses that could explain what they saw as he was walking down the street. There is so much here. And yes, CJS, we're just brainstorming, because this is big news. Okay. So there's any possibility here. Okay. Any possibility. But let me play this here really quick. See what they got to say here.
We're following breaking news in San Francisco. A high-profile Bay Area tech executive has been killed in a stabbing. Sources tell NBC Bay Area that Bob Lee was attacked early this morning in the 2 a.m. hour in the city. Lee was the chief product officer of MobileCoin and the former CTO of Square. He was also a well-known angel investor. The 43-year-old Lee was stabbed on Main Street in the East Cut neighborhood. This is near Rincon Hill and the Bay Bridge. SFPD says when officers arrived, they found a man had been stabbed. Paramedics rushed him to the hospital where he later died. No further details from investigators as to what led to this deadly stabbing.
So that's what we know so far. Still, many, many questions. Still, a lot of things have not been answered yet. And we're not bashing him. And let me say this too. It says a lot that says a lot about him when they say that he's an angel investor. That says a lot. Okay. That says a lot about who he is as a human being. Sounds like he has a good heart. Sounds like he's a good guy, because there's a lot of businesses that aren't able to take off because they need that extra money or they need that extra scratch, etc. The fact that he was an angel investor says a lot about him too. And I think that's pretty dope. I think that's pretty damn dope. And Jamie, that is a very good question as well. That is a very good question. Who called the police? Who did? That person who called the police could hold the key of what they saw. They might have a full story on what happened to this young tech mogul. I'm sorry, 43 years old is young, y'all. 43 is young, and that's sad because now his kids don't have a father. That's sad, y'all. And it's very, very sad. So yeah, just want to show you guys a little bit of this. Of course, this is just another article from ABC News. Of course, just giving out the information. Of course, we already know that he was the founder of CashApp and cryptocurrency mobile coin, and we already know what has happened to him. And let me say this too, and I think I said it earlier, but may he rest in peace, and may his family find peace during this crazy time, especially his kids, So longtime tech exec, he was the first chief technology officer, CTO, at Square, a digital payment company founded by former Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey. Bob was a dynamo, force of nature. He was made for the world. He was made for the world that is being born right now. He was a child of dreams. And whatever he imagined, no matter how crazy, he made real. I guess that's why they called him Crazy Bob. And so there's a lot of this that we've already said, but Lee is survived by his wife, Krista, and their 2 children. Bob's real resume is in the hearts and minds he touched in his time on Earth. Bob's legacy is the feeling that you make a difference if you try. And of course, his amazing children. You know, it's sad to see someone who it sounds like was pretty damn dope and just had a lot of money to add to it, you know? But then again, it's an unfortunate thing. I don't know him. I've never known about this guy in my life. And so I don't know his history or anything. And I know some of y'all will be like, you got to check this out. He's a tyrant. I don't know. I don't know any of that. All I know is from what I'm hearing here, and what happened to this man is unfortunate. And it's still a mystery. San Francisco PD still do not have answers yet. I hope they get the answers soon, because this shouldn't be an unsolved situation. And of course, one thing that's really crappy about these kind of situations is that as soon as they don't give them answers, there's going to be theories and speculations galore running out the gate. And a lot of it will be unfortunate because you don't want to find out, especially the family. Because one thing that's going to be attacked first, let's keep it real. If they don't sit there and go, yeah, it was a repeat offender, repeat violent offender that it keeps getting spat out of jail every other month, right? If they don't find that, and this is still up in the air with zero leads, zero clues, okay? They are literally going to go straight over and start pointing at the wife. I said it. Because what do people out here in the speculation land do? They go for the lovers, the significant others, the wife and the husband. That's what's going to happen. So I hope that it doesn't go down there. I just don't want to see that kind of speculation and that BS going there. Unless we have actual something solid. Because I already know people are sitting here going, and I think it's suspect as well. I think this is suspicious as F. This is sus, in my personal opinion. But I'm not immediately going, oh, it's got to be the wife. Nah. I want to see what police say, what they find out in the investigation, and so on and so on. No matter what, this is still a tragic situation, but I hope that 5-0 kicks up the energy, gets off their butts, gets the investigation engine running hard so that it doesn't go down the speculation land route where it goes 15 different directions and it leads us nowhere. That's what I'm hoping it doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Even Arctic Turn just said this too. Did he owe cash? I don't know. And of course, I can see people sitting there and trying to spin it in a world of, cryptocurrency. You see what I'm saying? I'm already seeing all the routes. If there was a new app or a new piece of technology, one of them mentioned in the other article something about Moby, right? That was going to change the way we protect our identity, et cetera, on with our money, our wallets, et cetera. I don't know. Maybe there's something huge with that can cause the rift in his world. I'm just saying those speculations, I'm sure, are already percolating out here in these streets. And I'm saying before we go down that route, let's see what 5-0 has to say about all this. And then we can come hopefully closer to finding the truth and finding this bad guy or this bad person that did this to this father. Real talk, y'all. Okay? Read some of your comments. Sidecar Tommy, what's up, man? Said, I know the CEO and a different investor. They are super into art and music. Okay. That's what's up. JDR, you ain't wrong with this, baby. Oh, you said it. You said it. You said it. I'm just going to read it because you said it. All right. Our parents told us nothing good happens after midnight. Well, ain't that the truth? Yep. But evil can visit us anywhere, anytime, or anytime, anywhere. Absolutely. I totally agree. But you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. You know, Mom always said that. Nothing good ever happens after midnight. Okay? If you're out here kicking rocks in these streets after midnight, you know, nothing good happens during that time. But then again, a guy walking back from a bar, a guy walking back from meeting somebody, a guy walking back from anything, getting food, you know what I'm saying? Anything's possible with this situation. It's sad. Okay? Yeah, Vanessa. Or just came across a seriously disturbed person. That could be it too. I mean, these things are very, very possible. Again, we live in a time, and let me put his face back up here. Again, we live in a time where everyone, there's like a nerve has been exposed out here, in each city, in each town, in each country, all over the world, guys. And if you are in the unfortunate wrong place at the wrong time, danger can come to you. Danger can find you. We live in a very messed up time. If we go and we're in the best, cleanest part of town, safest area, there's still somebody out here unhinged or out here up to no good. This guy was in a good area from what we're understanding from these reports. Seemed like he was going home and minding his doggone business, or going back to wherever he was coming from, minding his own doggone business. And unfortunately, this situation happened. Now, is it targeted or is it random? We still don't know. We still don't know, but hopefully we find out more. Okay? Hopefully we find out more information here soon. But this is what we know. And as soon as we know more, you know for a fact, you'll hear it here. Again, most importantly, yes, the technology world lost an innovative individual. I love CashApp. And no, they don't sponsor the show, but I'm just saying, I love CashApp. It's dope. I appreciated Square. I did. Okay. But most importantly, a family lost a father. And maybe a husband. I don't know what's going on in their marital world, but still, no matter what, it is still a tragic loss to a family. And that is the saddest part. Hopefully we find out more information, but as soon as we do, you know for a fact, you'll find it out right here on the show. Real talk. May this man rest in peace. It's sad, guys. It's sad. It's really, really sad. Okay? Really, really sad. But anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all for being here. Sidecar Tommy said this is a highly gentrified area. Well, that can explain some things for sure as well. Okay. And crime has been up. They said 121% since last year, if I'm correct. That's insane too. Okay. And Simone Steffens, you always keep it cool, Pascal. Love you for that. Hey, you know, that's what we're here for. Tell these stories. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and Newman 25. Yeah, I'm covering everything. We gotta talk. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk about everything. And there's a lot to talk about. So I got more coming for you guys. So It's time to get going. I appreciate you guys for being here. But before I get going, hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button, okay? And again, I emphasize this. I can't urge it enough. Hit that notification bell. Set it to all so that you know when I go live. Because I am going to be going live quite a couple times today, just so you know, okay? So, because this was not planned in my roster of stories, but I wanted to give you guys this story nonetheless. I am going to be back on in a couple hours, so be sure to make sure that notification bell is on. There's another story that we really need to talk about, and I look forward to talking to you guys about it very, very soon, okay? Anyway, it is time to get going. I appreciate all y'all. Have a great couple hours, and I'll be back with you guys soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.